Welcome back to the channel where you hear my mid takes. Today is not going to be a mid take. Today is actually going to be a rant. And what I'm ranting about, something really random. And what is that randomness? Lifetime Movie Network. The reason why I'm ranting like this is because it low-key fucked up my childhood growing up. And I'm kind of mad because it's not fucking up other people's childhoods growing up now.
Fuck, you can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
So just imagine this. You were born in 99. You grew up in the early mid 2000s. And every Saturday morning you woke up and your routine thing was to watch the newest cartoons that came out. Well, this day, Grim Adventures and Billy and Mandy was coming out with a new episode, and that is your favorite cartoon in the world. And I mean by your favorite, you will die behind Grim Adventures and Billy and Mandy. You loved Grim Adventures and Billy and Mandy so much that you would stay up the entire Friday night just so you could get up bright and early Saturday to eat your Cinnamon Toast Crunch while watching the newest episode of that show, because that show was your life at the time, right? Now just imagine, the new episode comes on at 10 o'clock. Your mom comes downstairs around 9:30. She tells you that you had enough cartoons in the morning and turns it to Lifetime Movie Network. And what do you see pop up on the screen? A movie called Unexpected Love. Now your whole day is blown, right? And you're not a kid that always went outside. You're a kid that always stayed inside sometimes and just watched TV. So you watch whatever was on TV. And what fucked up your mind? A story about a housewife getting a retail job and she falls in love with her lesbian boss.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's the movie. That's the end of the whole synopsis. That's how it was like growing up for me with a single mother, because she loved Lmn for some odd reason. I don't know what chokehold Lmn had on single mothers, but it had such a strong chokehold where they didn't care about cartoons.
Yeah, get your ass up out of here.
Mom. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Call for your mama.
These movies were so out of reality that cartoons were making it seem more realistic. And I mean, these shows were crazy. These shows were astronomically weird. And I have some movie titles that I want to run by you guys. And tell me if these movie titles just don't seem like a kinky porno that you're finna watch.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Too Young to Be a Dad, Student Seduction, A Date with Darkness, Her Perfect Spouse, Relentless Virgins, The Pregnancy Pact, like you make a pact, like a promise.
Okay.
The Wronged Woman, Nightmare Neighborhood Moms. It sounds like the Karen movie that came out. We're gonna have to get into that just a little bit, but I do want to talk about some of these titles though, because I did read a little synopsis on some of these movies, and I low-key know why they fucked me up now. So the first one that I want to talk about actually is Too Young to Be a Dad. So when a 15-year-old Matt Freeman gets a 15-year-old Francina pregnant, their parents decide to put an unborn child up for adoption. Matt agrees to the decision, but later begins to rethink. This movie shows the father's point of view. If my son or daughter gets somebody's other son or daughter pregnant, bro, that's abort mission. I'm sorry for all you pro-lifers out there, but raising a kid is not a good thing at all. And I understand some people can do that, but that's a no-go, bro. Nah, not my son. Not at 15, dude. He could barely wash his dick right, yo. Like, why do you think you could handle a whole child? I can't even handle a whole child at the age of 23. I feel like this is based on like true events maybe, but they just escalated it to the extreme. And I feel like that's how it is for some of these movies that they put out there. And another movie, Student Seduction. So it should sound like what it is, student seduction, right? Like either it's student getting seduced by a teacher and she tells her parents or whatever, her parents don't believe her, blah, blah, blah. Or like the teacher getting seduced by the student, which is a odd way around, but I mean, it happens sometimes, I guess. A young high school science teacher, Christine Dawson, offers to give extra lessons to rich, failing student Josh, but he misinterprets her concern of attraction and begins behaving inappropriately. So he misreads the room. So how do you misread that? Actually, I want to talk about that. So she's offering him help. She's going to his crib, offering him some free tutoring lessons because he's failing her class. And she sees that. And he misreads that. She'll be like, yeah, Josh, you failed like the last 4 tests. I could actually help you, pass. And he was just like, damn, she wants to fuck me.
Oh, yeah. She think I'm cute. She wanna have sex.
Like, no, bro. I understand you can misread shit sometimes, but that's to the whole other extreme, dog. And it says events spiral out of control when he attempts to sexually assault her and then claims that she initiated it. Christine is forced to clear her name. Did you just see how crazy that title went left, bro? Like, what the fuck? There is no way like this really happened. And it's probably teachers in there, they're screaming and shit now, like, oh, they forced it on me. Nah, son, you can't let a kid force shit on you. You're a grown ass man. Tell. It's so easy. Tell. Just say, hey, yeah, like, or like, I worked as a teacher. You're not supposed to be alone with a student. You always supposed to have at least 2 teachers with 1 student. Like, if you're walking down a hallway, yeah, that's fine, because people will pass by and there's cameras in the hallway and stuff. But if you're in a classroom and there's no cameras in the classroom or anything, you're not supposed to be alone in the classroom with the student. Like, because I got in trouble for that one time. I was in the classroom with the student and I was helping her. Like, it was when COVID was going around and I was helping her, like, get on her test and everything, and she needed a quiet space to be in. And like, she has ADHD, so she can't be trusted by herself. So I had to sit in the classroom with her, and they was just like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't be in the classroom with her by yourself. And they didn't have a problem. Like, it wasn't no big issue because they knew me personally, like who I was and everything like that. So I mean, it was no big issue. It was just like, it's like a policy. You can't be in a classroom by yourself with a student at all. Like, no regards. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So for that to happen and for you to go to his house with the parents being cool with it and you're just by yourself with them, anything can happen, There's no protection to the teacher and there's damn near no protection for the student if the teacher did want to do something, you feel me? So it's like a lose-lose situation at the end of the day. So it could go like that. I could see, but 10 out of 10 times is not. It's not going to be like that at all. A Date with Darkness. Now this one, I remember this one, right? And this one was made in 2003 and I was like 4 at the time. So, but they used to play reruns of their movies when they used to do the movie marathon, when they premiere a new movie that night, or you know what I'm saying? So my mom used to watch the all day movie marathons, which really fucked me up because I seen a lot of these movies and it got my whole head twisted. Like, is this really the world that I live in? And when I got older and when I got on my own and everything, it's just like, this is not like Lmn. None of this stuff is happening. Like, I didn't have a girlfriend that tried to kill me yet. I didn't have a girlfriend that was super obsessed with me where like she would stalk me and shit. I didn't have a man try to kill me because, I was dating a girl that he was obsessed with. And like, then none of that happened to me. And I felt like that was a frequent thing that always happened because just because of these movies, just because I've seen them all the time. And I was like, well, this has to happen all the time, It don't. It don't, not at all. Now this one, A Date with Darkness, a trial and capture of Andrew Luster. So it says a fact-based thriller. So I guess this was real. This really happened. A fact-based thriller about crimes and apprehension of Max Factor Hair Andrew Luster, who used the drug GHB to render women unconscious before raping them. When 2 of his victims I don't even think I could say rape on YouTube, can I? I don't think I can, but fuck it. When 2 of his victims brought him to justice, He absconded days before being convicted of 86, what the fuck? 86 criminal counts of rape and sexual assault, and fled to Mexico, where he was eventually captured. Now, this could have been real, bro. I can't lie to you. But was a kid supposed to be watching this at the time, like 10 a.m., eating cereal? No, not at all. But I still watched it. Did it fuck my head up? Yes, very much so. And fucked me up more than Her Perfect Spouse. Now, I remember watching this movie. This movie was dog shit, but I didn't know at the time. And me just thinking everything is real, I thought it was real. I thought everything on Lifetime, just because of the name Lifetime, I thought it was like a real thing that was going on. Some of them probably were, but not all of them. Well, this is Her Perfect Spouse. So in Her Perfect Spouse, it says a family began to suspect that their pregnant daughter may have been a victim of murder at the hands of her husband when she vanishes one Christmas Eve, initially believing her husband protestation of innocence. The family begins to doubt him once details of an affair began to emerge. This one actually happened in real life. Do you remember the case where the dad in Colorado, I was actually watching this documentary like not too long ago, probably like exactly a month ago, like the husband down in Colorado that had killed his wife and his two kids, his pregnant wife and his two kids, just to run off with a woman. So I'm guessing Lifetime do have some realistic situations in their movies, but I don't know what formula they use in their movies to have single mothers in a chokehold, because these movies were not good at all. These movies was really, really, really mid. This one was the best one out of all of them. It has to be. And it's the newest one. I haven't watched it yet. They have the full movie on YouTube. I could have watched it before I'm talking about it, but I do not want to. So I looked up the little synopsis for it, and it is goddamn amazing, bro. It is amazing. And when I mean like amazing, I mean like shitty movie amazing. Like, you expect this to be bad, and I expect this to be bad. Very much terrible, like downright dog shit. It follows Charlotte as she meets her competitive neighbor Bonnie. When it is discovered that another neighbor was killed, a neighborhood watch is created. No one realizes that it was Bonnie who secretly murdered the neighbor. So Bonnie murdered the neighbor, became part of the if that's not some Among Us type shit, that like, yo, the director or writer of this movie, it was like, bro, Among Us is like one of the greatest games ever out, right? We gotta make a movie off of that. And I bet you Lmn is gonna take it if we make it about moms. Yeah, Lmn have such wild fucking movies where the cinematography of it is not good at all. The acting is mid as hell. And I get it. They use like probably inexperienced actors or actors who hasn't been in a lot of films just to give them some shine and stuff. But it's a no. Cause like the acting is not. Alright, it could be some good acting from actors that you've never seen before, but the acting of it is not good. So that means the direction of the movies and stuff is not good at all either, which makes it mid, like I said before. And the cinematography and stuff of these movies is just piss poor. And I understand that it was like the early 2000s and stuff, or like mid 2000s, like 2010 and stuff like that too. But I feel like when I watch this movie, Crazy Neighborhood Moms, it's just gonna be just the same. Their budget is probably not that high either. But on the other hand, of the bad stuff of Lmn, the good stuff of Lifetime Movie Network, I feel like it set a trend in Hollywood on these types of movies, because I feel like these types of movies, like Lifetime Movie Network, helped birth the movie Orphan. And then that movie that also had Beyonce in it, where it was like that crazy, I think it was some crazy ex that was trying to kill her or something like that, and she just wouldn't go. Like, she fell from a whole fucking ceiling and she just didn't go, like, at all, which was just spectacular to me. I forgot the name of the movie. Hold on, I'm gonna find it right now. Obsessed. The movie Obsessed. Yes. It birthed that movie right there too. I feel like it birthed those types of movies where it's just like romantic horror stories. That's what it is. It's romantic horror stories. I like talking about movies a lot. I was gonna deep dive into Tyler Perry movies and stuff too, but I'm just gonna cut it right here and just leave it as it is with just Lifetime Movie Network, bro. Because Tyler Perry movies is just a whole nother monster. And I may talk about that because I feel very strongly about Madea movies. I feel like they're terrible for the culture, but that's for another video. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, and tell me what y'all think about Lifetime Movie Networks. If you grew up around the same era I did, where they had women in a chokehold, basically. You can follow me on Twitter, IG, TikTok, on all those platforms. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one.